Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today you catch me in Stoke-on-Trent, and ahead of me is 5 miles of disused railway, ending in a surprise. What that is, well, watch to the end of the video, and then next week there will be a time lapse of the entire stretch of this walkway. So let's go and have a look at it. Okay, so as I said there in the intro, this is a disused railway that once ran from Stoke-on-Trent train station all the way through Silverdale through to Oaken Gates, terminating at Telford. Of course, one of the lines that was discontinued and scrapped in the Beeching Acts of the 60s. So I'm not going to film all of this on the way up, just the interesting parts. But there will be a time lapse of the entire walk I'm going to film on the way back, and that'll be in a couple of weeks' time on this channel, so look out for that. Most of the line has now been converted into industrial units, so there's no way I could walk the entire length, but it does start here. I'll just show you on the maps, bring it up, and the ending is just past Silverdale. Well, the majority of what you can walk is all the way through to Silverdale, but what lies at the end is going to remain a secret until the end of this video, and it's going to be a good one. We're obviously approaching there an area that's now been overtaken by residential houses. See there, look, it's called Brampton Sidings. The clue as to what it was. So I'll carry on. Coming up on one of the first old tunnels of this railway. I'm hoping to get the drone out. There is a large field up ahead. So this is a, like I said in the intro, 5 miles walk, so it'll be 10 miles round trip in total. That doesn't include the 2 miles I've had to walk from Stoke-on-Trent station to the start of this walkway, so total of 14 miles. Of course there's going to be a lot of people walking on this, but on the way back it'll be one continuous video which I'll convert to time lapse and see how we go on. Okay, so coming up to what was one of the stations on this railway, just seen a platform. Now the weather did say there's going to be sunny and dry all day. I don't know if it's going to come out on camera, but those clouds aren't exactly looking very happy. I don't think it's going to rain, but still. You can clearly see the platforms. I put the station name in here, but I believe this is Silverdale. I'll make a look. Let's have a quick look, see. Yep, we are in fact indeed in Silverdale. And there you go. There's the platforms. No buildings left at all. Just took a couple of photos. Very long platform on this side. Looks like it branches off here. I think I've got to go left. It's the first station or first platform I've seen on this entire walk. And that wind signifies that I will not be flying my drone today. So, yeah, it's the first platform I've come across. Whether there'll be any more or not, I don't know. I'll carry on. And the main reason I've come all this way is what lies at the end of this walkway. Right, let me have a quick look. Right, I came off the greenway track because what I want is actually down this way. So you can see no one, well, hardly anyone comes this way. Well, that's a bit of a lie, isn't it? You can see there's a footpath here and people have been coming. But what is at the end, you say? Well, I have to wait and see when I get there. Now, hopefully all this goes to plan. I should make a good video. Again, this is just being used as a dumping ground now. Look, old children's bikes down here rotting away. Oops. Well, bed frames. Right. Right, I think I can see where I'm heading for. Yeah, it's going to be, looks like it's going to be a bit of a mission to get through all that. So, I'll meet you there. I thought this was a platform, but it's not. I think it's just a retaining wall for the rocks. As you can see, it's not been too bad walking through all that. And funnily enough, I can feel spots of rain. I'm keeping the camera away because what I've come for is right behind you, and it's, yep, this was worth it. It's taken, oh my days, 3 hours to get to this, so we'll have to do a bit of set off. You can clearly see why I'm having to clamber over. Right, let's get it set up. Right, it is actually starting to rain now. luckily I was managed to go around that side, and yeah, it's starting to rain. Right. Okay, so after 5 miles, and it's now starting to rain, even though it says it's going to be dry and sunny all day, which might put a damper on my doing my time lapse on the way back, but I'll try. Why have we come all this way to see Stoke-on-Trent? Have a look and see. You can see the reason why I've come back, why I've come here. And there it is. It's half a mile long, disused railway tunnel, hence the lights. It's open the other end. I know you can't see on camera at the moment, but I will take a photo. We'll go all the way through, take some photos, and then hopefully the weather will hold out, and I can do a time lapse all the way back through this shit that I've just had to walk through. And I've come in the worst trainers I could ever find. Right, I have to go out this rain and get in the tunnel and set up in there. Right, well, it is raining, and you can see these gates are wide open, thank God. Lights, are we ready? Yes, we are. Right. I want to try take some photos as well while we go through. So look at this, still got some of the rails here as well. Nice easy slow walk through this tunnel. There we go in here. I'd say it's about just over half a mile long. I was looking forward to doing this. I did see someone else do this tunnel a couple of weeks ago, and well, unfortunately being stuck at work, unable to get out. Finally, got to it. Hidden shaft. Okay. Some of the brickworks come off there. As I was saying, I did see someone else do this, and I was determined to come and do this myself before it gets sealed off, if they ever bother sealing it off. All the ballast is still here as well. Reminds me of my trip through Dudley Tunnel. I wasn't expecting to get through it that day, but luckily it was open. I always want to go back and refilm that. Now I've got better cameras. At the time I filmed on my stills camera, which is basically this one. And the footage isn't exactly stable, but unfortunately it's been put into use now for the Midlands Metro. When it's a test track, that's what they're using it for now. But still, I've always loved to go back and refilm it, but it's gone now. Another thing I want to get filmed, unfortunately there's no way into it, and well, is the King's Cinema. Unfortunately that is now up for demolition. I've got some photos of how it looks inside, but that's all I can get, unless I I think someone's going to help me get in, film it. Right, well, I'm here. I'm going to take a few shots with the camera. I'll be right back. Okay, so that's a few photos taken. Like I say, basically standing out to allow the trains to go past. Sanctuary or something. Is it Deadman Sanctuary? Anyway, let's continue on. Just my headlight a little bit, that's better. Hopefully the weather will clear up by the time we got through this, as I would really want to do the time lapse for you and see how far I've actually walked. There is an air shaft about 3/4 of the way through. Actually, I can see it now. What's this? Oh, drainage. Those were in Neverton Tunnel as well, when they were uncovered. There's another sanctuary there, look. Allow trains to pass. I dare say this was double tracked back in the day. Well, you can see there's just one load of tracks remaining. Oh, Jesus Christ. Not exactly got the best of shoes on, but there you go. With all the loose bricks as well. Here's the air shaft. There we go. Now there is a field that goes around that. If I can get to it, well I can't get to it, it's not public footpath. No. I'll just get a photo. Okay, so I've just done some photography in this part. Let's try not to drop my Osmo Pocket 3, eh? So I nearly did. Let's carry on. Actually, you can see, look. So cold it is in here. How about that? Another one of these I'll put the name in what it's called. Well, basically just stand in them, let the train go past. Hopefully one of them here. Let's continue on to the end. There's the reason why this train track is still here. I just deemed it too expensive to remove. See what? Either that's just dried out, or that used to be another one of the construction shafts that used to build this tunnel. I see quite clearly in the end now. Shit. If you're wondering why I'm just suddenly turning around and walking back, it's for a very, very simple reason. No, there's no one in front of me. I am an idiot. How far back I've got to go? Hopefully not too far. Good job there's no one following me around. Damn it. I am an idiot, guys. Left my backpack here. Yes, well, what an absolute tool. Good job I didn't leave it all the way back down there, is it, at the beginning. But it's fortuitous because I was looking for this, look. It says hole shaft. So there's definitely a hole there. And what I can see, let me just adjust my light stand. Yeah. I can see there's some wood there. And let's just put you on tilt lock. So it doesn't really go anywhere. That's the hole that does, actually. Let's go on to follow mode. Good luck. If it goes up there somewhere, do you see that? Can hear noise come from in there as well. Weird. Yeah, cool. Let's go. Let's carry on. I can't believe I just forgot my backpack. I think I got carried away taking photos. I forgot I bought it for a couple of seconds. Oh well. So, through to the end now. See what whoever's doing, hopefully I can do time lapse. Yeah, I was just here, wasn't I, doing this. Yeah, you've seen that. I think it's the reason I forgot my backpack is it's quite light. So I completely forgot I was carrying it. The brickwork's coming off there. So it's all, is that coming out on camera? Has this all been chipped away? See all the bricks there, look. Well, it's good to see that the both entrances, or both portals, are still wide open. I want people to come through here and have a good look. If you fancy doing this yourself, by all means do it. But I suggest bringing some decent shoes, because the trainers I'm wearing now, I can feel every sodding brick I'm walking on. Look at that. All these alcoves. Now the line, as I said in the intro, does continue on for some distance. It used to carry on through Silverdale, where we've just come from, all the way through to Oaken Gates and onto Telford. But the majority of the line is now gone and is on farmland. Now, it's not been too bad getting here. Look at that. That is a very, very rusty old wheel. So it does continue on with these open gates. I dare say these were locked at one point, stop people coming through here, but at the time people have just destroyed locks and they've either forgotten or couldn't be bothered to put the locks back on. So here we are at the exit. Let's see if it's still raining. Old rail track. There we go. Now it's into daylight. So there's train track there, look. I'm on there, it continues on. So look round. It looks as though I can follow this a decent way. It's not too overgrown yet. It does look like it's going to be a little difficult to follow it all. Like I said, a lot of this now is farmland and private land, inaccessible. And this only goes so far as well. I'm definitely going to have a quick look for you. I think it's finally stopped raining. I'm quite tempted to see how far it can go. It is pretty bad. Even the moss has grown all over the tracks. There's a switching track there, look. Is it switching? Oh, let's go on camera. There it is. Some sort of fault right there, look. Okay. Maybe it's just strengthening because there's one here, look, and there's no points that I can see. We'll just carry on. Right, let's have a look. So that way is a complete mud bath, as you can see. Let's go this way. One of the old railway markers is here. Half a mile, half-mile marker. It does carry on, but I've got to think about time as well. Getting back, guys, it's taken me almost 4 hours to just get to this point, and I haven't got the right boots on. That is just a mud bath. Mud bath the other side. I'll go a bit further if I can. I don't think I'm going to be able to get very far for you folks. Fallen tree. Yeah, I'm not going to get past this. Yeah, I'm not going to get past this. I mean, I could, but I've got to think about the time and getting back. I really don't think it's genuinely worth carrying on from here, folks, so I think I'll end it here. Okay, that's the end of today's journey. Thank you very much for watching. Stay safe, take care. Hope you enjoyed this video. What I'm going to do now is go back home. Well, obviously, what I'm going to do first is head back the way I came, back to Stoke-on-Trent, but I'm going to film the entire trip on my camera, but I'll use it as a time lapse in a future video, so you can have a look at that. I'm also may do just the full length video just to see how far I've actually come today. So anyway, thanks for watching, stay safe, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now.